Hi again, this is video 3. This is video 3 from the CompleteWebDIYCourse.com. Today is October 27th, 2015. If you are watching, I'm going to recap on a couple of things from video 2. I'm going to add in a couple of notes that I left out that might be helpful from both video 1 and 2, and introduce some topics that we're going to get into for video 4. The first thing that I'm making some notes here because I just went over video 2. The first thing that I want to mention is if you are having trouble with the volume in my videos, I apologize. After I do this one, I'm going to adjust some settings within my control panel. I don't know why this happens, but in your control panel, there's a section where you have all the devices that are linked into your computer system. And if you have a microphone that's part of a webcam or an individual microphone, there's kind of like automatic volume settings. So if you maximize those before you film something or record something, then it's just going to help you get higher volume. So I'm going to try to project my voice as best as I can, and after this video I'm going to adjust the settings and see if I can improve them a little bit. I've adjusted them in the past, but I might have done like a factory reset on my computer at some point that put all the defaults back, and that's probably why the volume is a little low. So that's the first thing. Just turn up your volume as loud as you can and find a quiet place. I promise video 4 will be better. The next thing I was going to mention was a note from video 1 that I didn't mention regarding taxes. If you are self-employed, you probably file taxes using something like TurboTax. And if you don't have any other employees, you probably file as a sole proprietor. You probably get a 1099 miscellaneous form, or you just have income from your self-employment that you claim each year. And then you use the section for itemizing business-related expenses, medical expenses, child tax credits, and all these other sorts of things. I really like to encourage people to use TurboTax and to find a version that's right for them, especially if you're self-employed, because each year it updates. They have excellent customer service, and there's all these really intricate listings of itemized tax deductions, and it walks you through it. And there were a lot of things that I did not used to be aware of that were business-related expenses or medical expenses and childcare expenses and all these different things, especially if you're a single parent at any point in your life. This can be really helpful. But when the government and the IRS basically recognize some of these things as, okay, this is a legitimate expense that's required for this business or for this household, and this is a type of expense that we think should reduce the amount of taxes this person would owe the government at the end of the year. So if you are spending money on this course, or spending money on buying web domains, or spending money on hosting, or if you end up spending money on tech support, or spending money on hiring a web developer or someone to assist with the social marketing campaigns, all of those things are marketing for your business or your cause or your organization, or their continued education expenses. And often these can help reduce the amount of taxes that you owe. These expenses can. So do keep good records of every penny that you spend and what you spend it on, and put those budgeted amounts into your tax deduction itemizations at the end of the year. So that's one way financially this can benefit you. Another notation that I didn't talk about in the introduction video is about affiliate programs. once you have built a website that you own and you are in control of the content there, if you have a page on there where you blog, um, you have potential to opt into affiliate programs, which basically means, I'll give you some examples. CJ.com is one. If you go to Walmart.com or if you go to Amazon.com, if you look down in the bottom of a lot of really big name websites, there's sections called affiliate programs. And if you opt into these and you sign up for them, what they can do is give you links to put on your website, to products and to all different sorts of things. And if someone clicks on that link, sometimes you can earn a few cents per click. Or if someone makes a purchase by clicking on that link, sometimes you can make more than that. You can make a commission. And it kind of varies from company to company. Affiliate programs are also things that you see on YouTube. This is a big part of how some people on YouTube may possibly gain some success, is they link their Google Gmail account into their YouTube account, and they opt into something called monetization or monotonization. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. It's kind of early. And when you do that, ads can appear, during your videos. And if you are one of the lucky people who is able to stay consistent and make time for videos and post regularly or occasionally, providing content that people enjoy, that makes them smile, or that helps them in some way, and you get lots and lots of views, there's a potential there for earning some affiliate money. In the past, my personal experience with affiliate programs, I had worked on a blog for a while, and I was doing reviews of various products, and just blogging about lots of different things. And about 3 or 4 months into it, I had a month where I got a check from Google from like the pay-per-click ads affiliate program, and I made about $23 in 1 month. And that was pretty cool to get $23, you know, kind of from not doing anything. I mean, it's not that you're not doing anything. You put a lot of time and effort into typing your blogs and typing your reviews and creating the links to the products and maintaining your website. But to be able, it's kind of like writing a book, and you're always writing the book, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it just exists, and then it continues to get visits. And if it continues to get visits and there's pay-per-click ads there, and people could see things they want to click on, they could discover products that are, helpful to them, or that they might want or need, and at great prices. So learning about affiliate programs and pay-per-click ads and things like that, it's a great thing to take some time to learn about. I don't want to get into too much detail about it right now, but there are ways to make money online doing that, and you just have to start looking into it and learning about it and reading about it. So your website could potentially, turn into a source of income that way, even if whatever other things you use it for don't turn out as great as you hope. The key with it really is sticking with it, and that's the hard part, or making time for it. That's a really hard part, and being consistent, or when you have a rough patch, not giving up or not getting to a point where you have to just completely shut it down and start from scratch. And that's been kind of my downfall over the years, as far as getting into that niche of online income, is life would just get really crazy and hard, and I was too busy, and I was overwhelmed, and I just couldn't be consistent and keep up with it, and then my budget would just get really, really limited, which any kind of single parent out there could understand what those times were like. And my prayers are with you if you're going through that, because that's a part of life that's just extremely difficult. And you face a lot of people who don't understand what it's like because they haven't been there. So anyway, there's a lot of different ways to utilize your website to make money. And owning your own website is really the best way to do it because, well, in my opinion, from my experience, because you're in control of your content. Whereas if you use one of these, quick blogging sites that you become a member on, you don't really own your website. You don't really own your content. They have all this fine print and all these rules, and people can go on there and place a false complaint against your content, and your whole blog can get shut down after you've been working on it for months or years. And they have the right to do that as a company at any time. Um, and there's lots of funny little things like that that can happen. But if you own your website, then you own your content. You're in control of what's there. And the only rules you have to take into consideration as far as affiliate programs is, okay, the people that I'm advertising for, what rules do they have about the way that I present the links to their product or their service or their company. Um, and as long as you're not doing anything malicious or intentionally deceptive, and as long as you're avoiding adult content, um, websites that are linking to them, most of the time you're going to be just fine. They're not going to have any sort of issue with the way that you're advertising for them. Okay, so enough on affiliate programs, um, but I would definitely encourage you to learn about that. In video 2, I noticed there was something that I could have been a little clearer about. Actually, there were two things. At first, I talked about the oneandone.com domain and website sign up, domain and hosting sign up, and getting it all set up. After you set up your account, you're going to get a confirmation email to the email address that you used to set up your account. You're going to need to go into your email and open that confirmation email. You'll probably get two emails. One's a confirmation, then one will invite you to add more products and things. The confirmation email will have an ID number, and it's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to have 9 digits, and something really cool about oneandone.com is the entire time that you're building your website, you can do pretty much what I'm doing. Like when I give you my referral code, it was, let me make sure I say it right, 449856692. That's a referral code. You now have a referral code. It's going to be the ID number for your account. So you can refer people to One and One and potentially earn commission through your referrals. And then if you navigate through the user panel for oneandone.com, there's a section about refer a friend and affiliate programs, and you can utilize that section to find links. And it can be a link where it's just text, it says click here, and it takes you to the site. Or there's images and there's GIFs, which are images that move or look like mini videos, and they're all different sizes. Those are options as well, and I'm going to teach you how to use all that stuff, how to put it into your website. So you can make money in multiple ways with your website, which is great because it costs money on your own website, and depending on what you do with your website, you may or may not need a different size hosting package. But for this program, I'm trying to use the Unlimited Pro, because if you get started with that, it gives you lots of room to expand, and lots of space, and like I said, high performance if you have a large number of visitors. But if you are on a really tight budget, you can go with one of the lower plans. You're going to be able to achieve great things, and you can always upgrade. Just make sure to call customer service and just be very clear when you get to the point where you say, I think I need a hosting plan that's a little more powerful. I want to try one step up or one step up from that. Okay, so we went over taxes, the IDs with one and one. So your ID is also going to be your username when you log in. So you've created a password, I think, when you set up your account. So when you go back to log in, you're going to use your ID code number and then you're going to use your password. That's how you always log in with one and one. Okay, and then there was another thing I noticed I didn't clarify very well in video 2 when I was talking about Sublime and I was saying save with encoding instead of save as. Okay, when you say save with encoding and you choose UTF-8 and this box pops up, and anytime you save a file, on the left-hand side usually you choose the pathway for where you want the file to be saved. Sometimes you don't get an option to choose where a file is going to save, but sometimes you do. And in this case, if you just double click where it says desktop, and I didn't explain this very well, and I want to make sure I do for people who are true beginners, just double click where it says desktop and it will show like the address directory so that you can see that that index.html file is being saved to the desktop. So if you had any trouble with that, hopefully that will be straightened up now. Okay, so we covered the menu, affiliates, ID, and I also said I'm gonna try to improve the volume for you guys. I really am sorry about that. We've got our Canva set up, we've got our Gmail set up, we've got our Sublime downloaded. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to keep this video just kind of like a recap and a correction for the last two, just to add on some notes, add in some information. And I want to talk for just a moment about social media and networking. It can be really difficult sometimes to put yourself out there and share whatever you have to offer. And you're going to have people who are just incredibly negative and filled with hate. And you just have to, you've got to totally block that out. And you have to do it really gracefully. That's something that I have struggled with over the years. It's something that's held me back from being good at the things that I'm good at. You'll get people that'll send you hate mail and send you weird, terrifying messages, and you kind of have two choices. You can either crawl in a hole and hide and stop pursuing your goals, or you can say, you know what, I'm gonna pray about this. I believe in what I'm doing. I want to do something better. I want to share what I know. I want to accomplish my goals, and I'm going to move forward despite it. And so right now, that's what I'm trying to do. I've seen a lot of other people, people who are in politics, people who are well known in the public, people who are famous YouTubers now that have become very successful, even people who just kind of dabble in, online networking and YouTubing and marketing. You will see comments where people will say things like, I want to kill you, and I'm going to kill your family, and I know secrets about you, and I'm going to expose this to the world, and blah, 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 and just so much negativity. So what I would just like to make a quick note about on things like that is do your best to limit your viewing of negativity like that. Pray for the people that are being negative. Stay really positive. Believe in your cause. Your good cause matters. No matter what you do in life, there's going to be people who are going to try to bring you down. And it sucks. And you just have to pray that those people who are being negative will grow an ability to see that you are a human being. That even though you might be displaying something positive, you might be displaying one of your strengths, you might be trying to share something positive with the world through what you're doing, that there's also the other side to your life that you don't just spew out to the world. You have struggles, you have hardships, you have all sorts of things going on in your life that you're trying to overcome. And most of us don't want to sit here and, make a long list of all the sad, hard things that we're dealing with. And we don't really have time for it. So, to anybody negative out there that has been in the past um, targeting me with your negative comments or threats, um, I just, I hope that you will try to imagine I am a real person and I have tons of flaws and I have tons of struggles and I have tons of things in my life that I'm trying to overcome. And when I try to share something positive that I'm good at with the world, I do it because I'm trying to make my life better for my family and for my kids' future. And I want to have a positive impact. So, without giving a lot of detail about my exact personal situation in my past or my current situation, um, I just, my prayers go out to anyone that goes through this, that those people that are being negative will try to really, really, truly see that you just never know what another person is going through. You just never know. So don't hate someone because things appear to be great or appear to be easy or appear to be getting better for them, because you have no idea what kind of difficulties that behind the scenes secretly they're trying to deal with and overcome. So be kind. And I guess that's all I'm going to say for now. Uh, Today I had kind of contemplated deleting all of my work, and I've done this in the past because of negativity and disturbing feedback that I've gotten. But I'm just really tired of things staying the same. I'm tired of letting negative people hold me back. So I'm going to try really hard to stick with this project and share what I know, um, because it's what I need to do. It's an opportunity I need to try. And if I try and it doesn't go well, then okay, at least I tried. But I can't just continue to give up because of negativity out there. So, anyway, God bless you. And video 4, we're going to get started on, um, I think I'm going to give you some sample code for our homepage, and you're going to make it go live. It's going to have an image logo. It's going to have a complete layout. There's going to be a bunch of text that's going to be just kind of like random text that you can replace with your own text. The image is going to be a basic image, but you can go in and edit it to make it look the way you want it to look. And it's going to be like your very first homepage for your website. So I'm really excited about that. I hope you are too. And I guess that's it. And have a wonderful day. All right. God bless you again, and bye. See you for video 4.